Yeah, here's another chicken and the egg question. There was a great film, if you guys have never watched a film series called Raising the Bar by a guy named Mike Pulcinella. And it was about his brother, Dave Pulcinella, amateur bodybuilder trying to get his pro card over a 5 or 6 year period as he was in his late 30s and early 40s. Never quite got that pro card, but we're talking during a time when it was really difficult to get an IFBB Pro card because they only gave it out to the overall winner of the whole show. Now they give it to the winner of each weight class. Sometimes they'll give it out to 2 or 3 winners of a weight class. But Dave Pulcinella, along with maybe Dave Palumbo, are 2 of the maybe top bodybuilders of that era who managed not to get their pro card because they were competing against people like Phil Heath and people like that who ended up beating them out. Anyway, in that movie, Dave Pulcinella says, this sport spawns more neuroses than any other. And so that's the question, right? Does it spawn more neuroses, or are these neuroses already inherent in people who choose this way of life? I don't even want to call it a sport because I don't compete in any bodybuilding sport. And in the last Q&A, I mentioned I don't even consider myself a bodybuilder. I've adopted that lifestyle. But so that's, am I and other people like me the type of person who have strict routines? I don't love labels, even though I work with labels for my job all the time. As I mentioned before, I'm a special education case manager and teacher. But the type of person who has obsessive and compulsive tendencies. So this is the right way for them to, this is just the perfect way for them to manifest, or does the pursuit trigger something in people's brains and make them that way? Yeah, who knows? I know that there are so many common themes among bodybuilders and people who are at least live that lifestyle, like covering themselves up all the time unless they get a pump. They don't want people to be, they don't like the eyes on them when they don't feel their best. That kind of body dysmorphia, the feeling fat one day, feeling, jacked for only a few minutes when you're working out every day, and then feeling, too skinny the next day, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure what the answer to all that is. It's a tough life we're living. We're all going through something.